agree.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and open the meeting of the Northampton Zoning Board of Appeals. And it is after 5:30, so um, we boy, I don't have anything in front of me in terms of when notice of this meeting was published. Nathan, does anyone have that?
It's June 12th and June 19th.
Okay, notice of this meeting was published on June 12th and June 19th. Present are myself, David Bloomberg, members Elizabeth Silver, Maureen Scanlon, and Sherry Taylor, Nathan Chung from the City of Northampton Office of Planning and Sustainability. Um, uh, I guess I'll go ahead since we are an open meeting and ask if there are any members of the public. By the way, this meeting is being recorded. Are there any members of the public present who would like to address the board on matters other than the agenda item? And I understand there is no one else here other than Attorney Glover, I believe, who's here for that matter. Right, Nathan?
That
Okay.
is correct. No one else is present.
Okay, so seeing no one, will open the meeting. My understanding is that the only action to be taken today is on a request to continue the hearing on the matter um, uh, before us. Sorry, let me just bear with me here. Here, I've got the agenda item. Okay, the only item before us is the hearing for the appeal of the building commissioner's decision for 74 Coles Meadow Road, map ID 13-001, submitted by Alexandra Glover, application LU-25-8. Um, and my understanding is the applicant has requested a continuance of today's hearing date to another date and time because of the fact that there's been another application filed, I believe. Um,
Would
and
it be possible to explain procedurally? Uh,
uh,
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
sure, no problem. But yeah, another application has been filed, number LU-25-17 on June 17th, and the applicant wishes to merge the two applications into one hearing. And the applicant wishes the hearing on, and I'll certainly confirm this with Attorney Glover, but to confirm our understanding that the applicant wishes the hearing on June 26th to be open and continued without deliberation, and the likely hearing date for the two applications to be heard together is proposed to be August 14th, 2025, pending the present meeting. And Attorney Glover, was that you who I had my screen off? Yeah, please, if did I characterize the situation accurately as you view it?
You certainly, first of all, hello, Alex Glover,
Mhm.
represents the Mirren and Hinkle families. Thank you all. Um, yeah, there's a little bit of procedural confusion. So I just wanted to address that if I could, and I'll talk to Nathan separately about it as well. So the only thing that I would correct in the notice is that the referenced verbal description of the appeal isn't correct. There are two matters that are going to be coming before the ZBA. One, and the first one, is an appeal of a building permit that was issued. That's the one that should be scheduled for tonight, that's going to be opened and continued to a date certain. The other one, as you say, was filed on June 17, so it hasn't been advertised yet. And that's why it's basically the same subject matter. So that's why I had requested, let's roll them all to one day and not take your time on different days for what's essentially going to be the same decision with the same required number of votes. So just to clarify is that I assume the city will be publishing notice for that second one, which hasn't yet been published. And that would give us plenty of time because you need to do that 14 days. And if you're going to roll this hearing to July 14, then that'll work
I think
procedurally.
August 14th, I think, is the date in our note.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me look real quickly. whatever works for the board is, August 14 is clear for me.
Are both parties asking for this open and continuance or just one party?
At this moment, the only parties really are the 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 petitioners, the applicant, if you will, my clients, and the city. But I have kept in constant communication with the attorney representing the property that's the issue, 74 Coles Meadow Road. And in fact, he's aware that tonight that first hearing would be opened and continued to another date. And he and Nathan and I have been on group emails about that.
And he's in agreement.
Well, yes, he wouldn't, his agreement isn't required, but of course, as an accommodation, from my perspective, I would always want to make sure that he was available.
And he must have had notice of tonight's hearing and he could have appeared and objected. Is that correct, Nathan?
That's correct. He actually submitted materials for tonight's hearing, and without being like absolutely affirmative, he just said, tonight's hearing, about just this being not a deliberation but rescheduling. He just said, got it, no presentations, just opening to set a new day. So he understood the procedure.
Okay.
And while I'm speaking, just want to note that local building inspector Louis Hasbrook is also just joined the meeting, but just to remind Louis,
Sorry, just as a neighbor, I happen to live right across the street from that.
so there will be no deliberation on this, Louis, tonight.
Right.
Just setting up a date to continue it.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you.
So if August 14 is the date that the city, that the board is continuing, that's fine, certainly fine with me.
And so I guess I'll canvass the board. I think and Nathan has been communicating in general about availability for summer meetings, but I suppose I could ask Nathan. I believe your email said it looks like we'll have a quorum on August 14th.
Yes. Actually, I have a count of that. Let me see the current count. August 14. Yeah, except for Elizabeth, all other four members confirm availability for the 14th of August.
And I'm just iffy, so it's a little wiggle room. It's not a definite no.
Okay.
If it could be made earlier in August, I could probably commit to it, but
And
I
then
know that's
think-
going off schedule.
Yeah.
There is the option of a special meeting outside our regular slots of second and fourth Thursdays. But yeah, right now I just put down I guess I put down 14th as a possible date because it's a regular date. Right.
Do you have enough people for August 14th? Is that correct?
Yes,
Then
Sherry.
I put it on my calendar. Okay.
So
Yeah.
Do we, even though, again, the other attorney, the owner of the property is not technically a party to this, do we happen to know if the other attorney is available August 14th?
I believe he is, but I'm happy, if the board would like, I'm happy to turn off my microphone and call him right now. And see if I could just get him on the phone.
Again, we're not talking about anything on the merits today, but I will say from the documents filed, I think it could be helpful to confirm that he will be available and present.
Okay, if the board wouldn't mind, I'm just gonna mute and I'll call him right now.
Yeah, that would be fine. Thank you.
Great.
Mr. Chairman, would it be at 5:30 on August 14?
Yeah, I believe so. Nathan, is that correct? Yeah,
yeah, there's no. Yep. Yes.
no other matters on the agenda. And Nathan, if any others come up, it would be after, we could schedule them after 5:30.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just got his voicemail. I know that is his cell phone. Let me confirm. Yeah, I know that is his cell phone. So I just said, call me right back if he got the message, but I'm happy to follow up with him. We've both been working very cooperatively
Okay.
on this matter.
And Nathan, there's no um, prejudice to any parties by virtue of the passage of time if this is continued to August 14th. In other words, nothing is deemed approved or denied by virtue of the passage of time that would apply. No part of the ordinance would apply in that respect in this
No,
case, right?
that's my understanding because state law, you got 65 days to hold a hearing for an application after submission. Thing is though, we had an extension that's submitted by the attorney for tonight's hearing. Within the 65 days, it should have happened a little earlier, but we got an extension. So now we're opening the hearing for the one here today. And the second application the applicant submitted came on the 17th of this month. So we do have sufficient time. We're not gonna hit the 65 deadline. Otherwise, I mean, the parties can agree to an extension. But right now, on August 14th date, would not have any timeline issues from my understanding.
That's my understanding as well, Mr. Mayor, that, excuse me, Mr. Chairman, as long as the board has opened the public hearing tonight on that first appeal, which you have, and then continued it to a date certain, then you're totally fine on that one. On the other one, I certainly, of course, agree with Nathan that you'd be within your time frame for that as well.
Okay, good. Thanks.
I don't like constructive appeals, even if my client would benefit.
So what we're being asked to do is approve a request to continue the matter that is the only agenda only item on tonight's agenda until August 14th at 5:30 p.m. Does anyone else have any questions before we?
No, I can make that motion, but have you already opened this meeting, this hearing?
Yeah, I think I
So,
did.
okay, all right, so I
think
just
said it
moved
was
to
my open.
continue the hearing until August 14th.
Okay, second.
I'll second.
There's a second, Maureen. And I guess since we're remote, a roll call vote, please, Nathan.
Yes, before the roll call, just for technicality. So August 14th, could you specify the time as well?
Yeah, I think we said it
5:30.
5:30 p.m. Yeah.
Thank you. So
Unless you think there are going to be other hearings, in which case they should probably come first.
Well, we're not aware of any now, are we, Nathan?
there's a variance hearing scheduled for the July 10th, but there's no other except for this one and the variance hearing for another property on the 10th. No
Okay.
other ones.
Okay, so 5:30.
Okay.
And there's time for others to be filed, but those would just have to be scheduled after 5:30. Yeah.
Right.
And that way this applicant or appellant, I guess I should say, knows that it's 5:30.
You're right.
And I apologize. Did Maureen second? Who seconded?
Yes, it was Maureen.
Right,
Right,
Maureen
okay.
seconded.
Now I'm ready to roll. I'll take roll call now. By roll call, David,
Yes, I vote yes.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
Maureen.
Yes.
So and I'll Sherry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, for the benefit of Attorney Glover, the three full-time members are, I believe, myself, Elizabeth, and Maureen.
That's correct.
And all three of us will be there on the 14th, correct? Oh, no, maybe not Elizabeth. In which case, Sherry, you are available the 14th?
Yes.
So you would be voting as an associate member.
As is Aaron.
Okay. And it will take a unanimous vote procedurally to overturn a decision of the building inspector. Okay. So that passed. So I think we're all set for now with Attorney Glover. And I guess we'll see you in August.
Great, thank you all. And I'm going to email Andrew Tyne, the property owner's attorney right now.
Yeah, I think we'd appreciate it if you could let Nathan know if there's a problem there, because I really do think it'll be helpful for the board to have input from the representative of the property owner.
Oh, he'll definitely be there, I'm
Oh,
sure. But yes, in terms of the scheduling of the date, I think we had been discussing July, not August, so I'm not 100. He had talked to me about bad dates in July. I'm not 100% sure about August, but for sure we'll connect and we'll talk to Nathan just to confirm.
okay, great. Thanks so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you all. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
And then did we want to vote while we're open? Do we want to vote on those minutes? We want to wait till July?
We can vote on the minutes, I think.
Yeah,
Okay.
I move to adopt the minutes.
I have a change.
We appreciate it.
Requested change. Let me pull that up.
Editing
Um,
is good.
I mean, it means we're reading them, right? Um,
Exactly.
I will make a request, Nathan, especially on one like this that has several pages, maybe you could do like number the pages. But my one minor note is to page 5
Mhm. Okay, let me open
of
it.
8.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
It's the one that begins at the top with Irvin asked whether the rear abutter is aware of the hearing, if that's helpful.
Oh, yes, yes, I'm there now. Yes.
Okay. Second paragraph, last sentence, I would like to change the word board to silver,
Ah,
which is
gotcha.
more in keeping with how we track comments,
Understood.
track input.
I do think there was more than one of us that thanked him, or that did say that we were going to go beyond that, but I don't really
Well, it
care.
wouldn't have been me. Uh,
That's fine. I don't care.
yeah, it kind of indicates that, a position, and I was holding out till hear more.
Right.
Oh, well, wait, hang on then. All I was doing was thanking him for coming clean.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that part about they are moving beyond that, I didn't want that to represent the board's position.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah. It just feels more parallel to how we handle these, but that was I thought. Maybe Irvin, maybe Aaron weighed in as well. I don't know.
My
It's
memory.
fine. I
Yeah.
don't care. It's fine. Just to
It's
put silver
already
in
more
there.
discussion than we need about it. Sorry. Okay.
Okay. Good. So I guess with that, any other requested, I was not there that day. Any other requested changes?
I think you did an amazing job on those minutes, Nathan.
Amazing is right. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, related to this first minutes and general, I do worry that maybe I'm writing too lengthy minutes. It's always a hard question on how to be brief versus how to be detailed enough. So if you have any feedbacks, please let me know. Um,
It occurred to me too. Why don't we just vote on this and then
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I think that's I know we've gone sort of cyclical on this, so I mean,
Yeah,
but let's take a vote and then
yeah. So just to clarify, I'll add page numbers to the minutes, and also I'll edit that word from board to silver. And I'm sorry, who seconded again? I'm sorry. Did somebody second? I
we
know
didn't we didn't bring it to a vote yet, I don't think. To a vote.
Elizabeth made
no,
a
I
motion to
made
approve the
move to
minutes.
adopt the
Oh,
minutes.
sure. South second.
Okay, okay. So now I'll take a roll call. I'll just take roll call by every member since I know there's just some question of procedure, but I'll just take it all members by roll call. David,
Yes, in
uh,
favor.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
Maureen,
Yes.
and Sherry.
I wasn't there, so I'll recuse myself.
Okay. All right, by roll call, 3 votes to approve the minutes with those edits.
Okay.
Great.
Anything else to talk about before we adjourn?
Nice to have you here, David, and nice to have you here, Sherry.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Um, if I will just give you a brief summary of the July hearing, if that's okay.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
Yeah, so the variance application, the legal hat has already gone out. It's another variance application for us, adding a 4 lot to driveway Um, today actually, the applicant
Hmm.
for the application just emailed me and say, he's not gonna be available on the 10th of July. So that's already a confirmed date. I think we don't even have to, I guess, open it per se if there is a um we can schedule things off of after the meeting. Scheduling is not considered deliberation, so we can figure out another date that works. But kind of giving you a heads up that the applicant is actually not going to be available on July 10th, as I found out today.
Was that the only item on that night?
Yes, that's the
Oh,
only item.
so, and we don't have to meet to change it. So we're not going to have a meeting July 10th in July.
Right, it seems like it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I know you mentioned July 24th, or Elizabeth mentioned July 24th as a potential backup date, but I think because of timeline, uh, I think the 18th, we do have a 65 day deadline of the appeal unless the applicant agrees. Um, let's see. So, 28, 23, 25. So I think like about 27th of July is when you can the last day to hold a hearing. There is
I'm looking at my calendar. I'm
oh
sorry.
yeah.
But if the applicant is the one requesting it, then I'm certain that they would agree with the continuance to beyond the date otherwise required, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
that's pretty reasonable to expect
Right.
that.
Otherwise, we could hear it in the absence of the applicant because we have to if the applicant doesn't agree, and the applicant then would not have the benefit of being present and
right, exactly.
presenting the application.
Exactly.
So I would hope, Elizabeth, you are correct.
So wasn't the July 24th set as a possible option for that?
Mhm.
Yes.
That was the other date, but that will be, you're saying that's still within the time limit anyway, so
Barely,
Yeah,
yeah, but it
yeah,
is.
barely,
yeah,
but yes.
yeah.
So I will communicate with the applicant and I mean, I let you know what date's possible for him,
Okay.
whether within the deadline or beyond that, either way.
I'd hate to add him now to the August 14th.
I also agree. I also agree that it would not be a good idea to add this person or
Yeah.
this applicant on the 14th. So.
Do we have to do it on a Thursday based on some kind of ruling? Okay.
No, it's just that's a regular slotted date. So yes, you can have a special meeting on another date. It's just that in a way, limiting the slots, it makes it easier for
Right.
everybody to like just agree on a day. If you have too many options, it can be
Yeah.
very difficult. So sometimes limiting the dates it makes things easier in some sense.
Yeah, coordinating among not only us, but the applicant and any other witnesses for a time off of the normal, usual time would just be a nightmare for Nathan especially. So,
I think
I
it
mean, I
also
agree
says
that we
on the
can do it
website.
if we need to, but I don't know that we need to this time.
I think it also says on the website, Zoning Board of Appeals meets every other Thursday, or whatever,
Second and
second
fourth.
and fourth Thursdays of the month, or
Yeah.
whatever this is. So I think it's actually like sort of information for the public to know if they are interested in presenting posing some question or concern to the zoning board in that open comment area section. They know when we're going to be meeting. It's a good rationale to
Right.
keep. I mean, there's plenty of rationale to try to
Yeah.
stick to those.
So you'll let us know, Nathan.
Yes.
We
And
can, it sounds like we can plan on take the 10th off our calendars.
right.
Okay.
So the applicant, might want a date within July, or they might actually want more time, or maybe still September. It might be a possibility, but again, yeah, I will communicate with the applicant and keep you updated.
Okay. I didn't understand. I just wanted sorry. They're trying to add what to the driveway?
A fourth lot, so a shared driveway agreement, you can only have three lots
Oh,
by
like we
default.
had on Park Hill.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The details are very different, but otherwise, I mean, otherwise, yes, the overall it's basically variance to that three
Okay.
lots maximum requirement.
Right.
Great. Okay.
We obviously won't talk about the new application, but the last one that we heard, my recollection is we approved a variance because it truly was a unique, I mean, a variance again is an extraordinary remedy that is sort of frowned upon. But we'll wait and see what this one's all about.
Well, there was certainly economy of purpose by approving that one,
Yeah.
not to mention resources and all sorts of other things. So yeah, no, we'll wait, but
Yeah.
that
Okay.
I just didn't understand what Nathan said before. So
All right.
great. Motion to adjourn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And motion to adjourn by who's seconding?
I'll
I
second.
move. Oh, that was your motion?
It was Elizabeth's to adjourn. I think I heard Sherry just
Yeah,
second.
I'll second.
Oh, okay. So Sherry seconded. Okay.
And then all in
So now
favor?
by roll call, all in favor, David,
Yes, in favor.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
Maureen,
Yes.
and Sherry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to start recording, Nathan?
Pardon?
Stop recording?
Oh, okay. Thank you. 1 second. Yes, I
Thank
will.
you.
I will. Give me 1 second. Stop recording.